glad you're back. I hope that you missed us last week, but we are back this week. We've got phenomenal things for you in tonight's show. And so I hope you're going to stick with me through the entire show. As a result of being on vacation last week, we actually have more pieces than normal in this show. And that is, God, what's going on here? Hold on one second. There we go. Here we go. Anyway, welcome into Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. As I said earlier, we were off last week for vacation. I hope that you had a little bit of a vacation. We had a phenomenal time and we are back. And as I said earlier, the fact is that tonight we have even more pieces than we normally have. So I'm going to speed through this first portion. I'm assuming that many of you have shopped with me before, so you already know the lay of the land, but I'm going to give you a brief overview. Everything seems to be working. So we've got a phenomenal show for you tonight, and we've got phenomenal discounts. So, as I said, I'm going to speed through this first portion. If you are watching me on Instagram, there is a number over my head. Click that number and you'll get a link in a direct message that will take you and you'll be able to see everything in the show. If you are watching me on my Facebook page, which is Michael O'Connor Style, you will be able to watch the show. Don't worry. However, I will not be able to respond to you and we cannot interact. So, what I would encourage you to do is, if you are watching on my Facebook page, there are two links. One of them is directly under this notification of the show, and then the other one is actually on the earlier notification of the show. So just scroll back, click the link, and you'll be able to come to this platform live. And this is why you want to come to this platform live, because you'll be able to interact with me. And so the way you do that is, if you come onto this platform, there are a number of icons down the right-hand side. What you will see is that the top one is hearts. If you like what I'm saying, if you like something I'm showing, then simply hit the hearts and I'll be able to know that you're out there. I'll be able to know that you like something. I might spend a little bit of extra time if I get tons of hearts. Next one down is the shop button. The shop button is truly a great friend of yours, because what you're going to be able to do is that if I'm going too fast, I'm going too slow, or if I've gone past something that you really wanted to see again, click that shop button. You'll see everything in the show. They will also appear here above my head. And then you'll be able to really shop everything in the show. Also, if you need more information, if I haven't given something, you can actually hit that shop button. You can go to the page and you can actually find out a little bit more about that piece. Underneath that, there are three little dots. That means you can share this with your friend and share all of the great values. And finally, underneath that, at the very bottom, there is a dialog box. And what you'll be able to do is put your name in there, let me know where you're watching the show from, and then you can interact with me live. So I hope that somebody is going to interact with me live. I hope a couple of people are watching. I see that we have some audience out there. Hopefully they haven't forgotten me from last week, because we do this every Thursday. So if you don't know who Carroll's Jewelers is by now, Carroll's Jewelers is Florida's most trusted jeweler. They have been in business, fourth generation family business. They have been in business for almost a century. So that really tells you the kind of trust, the kind of established jeweler that you're dealing with. A jeweler who really has stood the test of time through several generations. Next, you should also know that they have been in their permanent location on Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale for over 60 years. What you should also know is that they are there now. So if there is something that you see in the show that you find interesting, you can literally call them. And I'm going to give you that number in a second. But what do I also have to, I have to also tell you that I am being compensated to do this. As I said, I'm sorry, I'm speeding through this first section because I want to make sure that we get a chance to see everything that is in the show. So, I think I've told you everything. Let's start with the first piece. The first piece, you know what they say, start at the top, go big or go home. And so we are starting at the top. And I just saw that Luke has joined. Luke says hello to everybody. Luke is the proprietor, one of the proprietors of Carroll's Jewelers, and he is producing the show. So he'll be able to answer any questions. And this would be a good place to start. As I said, start at the top, because Go big or go home. This is a phenomenal piece. What you're looking at here is a beautiful 18 karat gold bib style necklace. It is done all in 18 karat. These are all individually done. You have diamonds here. You've got 2 carats, 74 points of diamonds. You see them all the way down through the necklace, all the way down through the leaves. And then on the very bottom of each, you will see a bead of turquoise. You've got 7 natural turquoise for 41 carats and 72 points. And then you've got beautiful 2 carats, 74 points worth of natural diamonds here. All of these diamonds, by the way, are F and G in color, so they have a great color. They are also VS2 in clarity. What you should also know about this piece is that this piece is an estate piece made by a fairly famous jeweler, and you actually have a little, Carroll's Jewelers has, I'm showing it in the turquoise tonight, but Carroll's Jewelers actually has a beautiful 7 beautiful pearls, cultured pearls, that go on the bottom here. You see how each one of these has a little bit of a cap? These are actually little screws. So you can, or you can take it to Carroll's Jewelers at any time, and if you wanted to change out your necklace, wanted to change out the look, all you would need to do is unscrew these little screws and pop on the pearls, and then you would have, voila, a totally different look. I'm going to take it off of this, and you should know that this has some serious weight to it. If you know that gold has been really crazy lately, you know that the price of gold has been crazy, and what that means to you is when you get a piece like this that is totally 18 karat yellow gold, first of all, 18 karat yellow gold is 75% pure gold. It only has 25% alloys. They need to mix the alloys with it for strength, durability, and a little bit of color. But you see that rich golden color, that European color gold? That's exactly what you get here. I hope that you're seeing all of these diamonds. I'm going to move my face from there in all of these leaves. Each one of the turquoise has a little end cap to it. And again, I'm going to show you the back, because I think that the back is just as important. Look at the workmanship that's done on the back. Very beautifully done. All of these little areas here are where diamonds are. And so what you have is you have diamonds starting about 2/3 of the way up either side, and then going down to the front, and then going through to the other side. And you have this beautiful hidden clasp. This is truly a beautiful piece. Now, I've just told you all of the great things about this. The price on this piece is originally $18,720, but there's 15% off this evening. So you're getting this home for $15,912. I know that that is a significant purchase. I know that that may be a considered purchase. If you wanted to ask more questions, as I said, they are at the store right now. Simply call them at 954-463-3711. They'll be able to answer any more questions also about the pearls that go on here. And the great thing is, if you're buying something like this, there is an option. It is called an affirm option. So if you do love this idea, click this piece. Oh, you know what? I just want to make sure that I put this piece up, because I don't think that that's the right piece that I'm looking at there. Here we go. That should be the right piece. So anyway, this piece, as I said, originally is $18,720, but you're taking 15% off, so $15,912. As I said, call them in the store if you have any questions. Simply text them, or you can send them an email, or go to www.carrollsjewelers. But what I was telling you is that I know that this is a significant purchase. So if you did decide to buy this and you wanted to pay this out over time, there is an affirm option. Click this over my head. Put this into your basket, and as you go to checkout, that affirm option will give you how many payments that you'll be able to break this out to, and what those payments are. So this makes it a little bit more affordable. As I said, I realize that $15,912 is a lot of money, but when you think about what you're getting here, all of this beautiful workmanship, all of this gorgeous turquoise, all of these beautiful diamonds, on an 18 karat piece, that is significant. You should also know that turquoise is the birthstone for December. I am a December baby and I know this. And this is, out of all of the colors of turquoise, this is my favorite. It's actually one of the oldest known gems. It's been known for centuries and a favorite of pharaohs, of Aztec kings throughout the years, and also some major royalty in the world. 18 karat yellow gold. As I said, $15,912. This is something that is very, very special. Of course, there is only one of these to go around. And there are, as I said, pearls. So all you really need to do is call them at the store, 954-463-3711. You can speak to them about anything that you want about this. If you wanted to have them hold on to it so that you could come in and have a look at it, up to you. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. As I said, 2 carats, 74 points worth of natural diamonds, FG in color, VS2 in clarity. You've got 7 of these beautiful turquoise beads. Those turquoise beads can also be replaced with pearls if you want. They have cultured pearls in the store that will work for this. It gives you a little bit of extra versatility here. As I said, all you really need to do is unscrew the cap at the end of this. These simply slide off and the pearls slide on. This is an incredible piece. This is that kind of jewelry that you see on red carpets, that you see on royalty, that you see on celebrities. It is truly, truly a magnificent piece. As I said, there are so many pieces, so I am going to kind of rush through the show. I'm going to put this down and we are going to go to another piece actually that is a complementary piece. So this, actually, let me just pull this in while they're both together. 1 second here. Let me see if I can't find these. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start to talk about these earrings, which are right here. Again, look how beautifully they work with this. Certainly when you're wearing a necklace like this, you do not want to take away from the necklace, so you want earrings that are slightly minimal, and these earrings are definitely much more minimal. Incredible, incredible pair of earrings here. Let me just take this and put this down here. And these earrings are threader earrings. Again, you've got that gorgeous turquoise. Of course, they are not as much as the necklace. In the store, they're normally $392, but you're taking 25% off, so that brings it down to $294. This is a threader style earring. So what that means is that there is a post-like piece that you can actually thread through your ear. Very, very simple. And you can actually adjust the length on this. So if you are somebody who really loves that long drop feel, you can leave it like that, or you can simply thread them through your ear so that this dangles from the back and you have that gorgeous look. The dangle here, if you do leave them on the longest section, that dangle is 3 inches in length. Let me just show that to you. So if you love earrings that have a tremendous amount of drama, a tremendous amount of elegance, that is the earring for you. Again, you do have some play here, so you can wear them like this if you want. $294. This is 14 karat yellow gold. This is a chain. This is extremely comfortable in the ear. So it is a piece that I think that you will never ever get tired of wearing. You can also wear them really up near the ear with the piece hanging down the back. So it gives you some versatility. It gives you some options in the way you wanted to wear these. These are 25% off this evening, and what that means that you'll be able to get these home for $294. 14 karat yellow gold with gorgeous turquoise beads here. And as I said, turquoise is one of those gemstones that really has been used for centuries in ancient Egypt. The tomb of Tutankhamun was actually covered partially with turquoise. It's something that don't quote me on this, but I believe that, like lapis lazuli, that if Cleopatra wanted to wear a lighter eyeshadow, that they ground up turquoise. Now, I love this particular color turquoise. It is not veined in any way. So if you are looking for a veined turquoise, it is not that. This is that true high-end color of turquoise, much like the necklace here. No veins in this turquoise. It is truly a high-end turquoise piece, high-end turquoise beads, and you have the beads here on this piece as well. $294 gets this home. By the way, turquoise is about a 5 to 6 on the Mohs hardness scale, so there is some durability to it, but you don't want to mistreat it either. So I just wanted to let you know. Now, in that vein, we are going to move to the next item. So this is a whole suite, by the way, a whole suite of turquoise. So if you are a turquoise lover, this could be a gorgeous, gorgeous suite for you. You would have the necklace, you would have the earrings, and you would have this beautiful, beautiful ring. The ring is an estate piece, and I'm going to put these down, and we're going to start to talk about the ring. The ring is incredible. Look at the blue of this turquoise, the same blue from those earrings, the same blue from that necklace. This is normally in the store $1,800, but you're taking 50% off of this, so that brings this down to $900. You are going to get this beautiful ring home for $900. You are looking at 18 karat yellow gold. It is a vintage piece. It is an estate piece. It is done like a flower. Look at this, really beautiful. Look at the work on this. 18 karat yellow gold. Let me show you the back and the beautiful gallery work around here. 18 karat yellow gold. That means, again, it is 75% pure gold. Then you have these beautiful turquoise beads that represent the center of the flower. Perhaps this is like a sunflower. And then all of these gorgeous golden petals going all the way around. This ring is a size 7. If you wanted to have this size into your size, just simply call them at the store, 954-463-3711, and Carroll's Jewelers will take care of that. By the way, there is 7.5 grams in this ring, so this is also a substantial piece for you to have. Again, size 7, very easily changed to a different size. I love a larger ring, specifically on a pinky ring. So I think that this would be a beautiful pinky ring, but I think it will also work beautifully as more of a fashion piece if you wanted to wear it on your forefinger. The roundness, I think, is very, very elegant, but what I really love is the way that it sits up. This sits up from the finger. I want to show you that. So it sits up from the finger. Let me just see, I've got to do this way. Just about a quarter, just under half an inch, top, like right to that top, that's under half an inch. So it does sit up high. If you are worried about rings sitting up on your finger, this is maybe not the ring for you. Beautiful, beautiful turquoise. As I said, 18 karat yellow gold. You're taking 50% off and less than $1,000. This is truly an incredible piece to have. Again, look at the quality of this turquoise. I want you to see the gorgeous, rich, rich color. No veins in it whatsoever. This is truly that high-end turquoise and that high-end workmanship. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. So if this goes, there is no replacing this piece. 18 karat yellow gold turquoise, 7.5 grams of gold, size 7. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And I am going to move on to the next piece. This is a great deal, 50% off. So, as I said, there's a lot to go through, so I'm kind of going to rush through to make sure that we get a chance to see everything. And then I may come back to some things, so don't worry. Also, don't forget, you can actually just hit that shop button, and that shop button will allow you to see everything in the show. So if I've gone too fast, then all you need to do is hit that shop button, which is over here, and that will simply bring up everything in the show, all diminished down for a little bit. You'll be able to do your own little bit of research or simply call them at the store, and then you'll be able to find out more about these pieces. So the next piece that I have, by the way, you can just also click on this icon that is above my head. Also, and if you're interested in finding more out about that ring, you will be able to do so very, very easily. So the next piece in the show is an incredible bracelet. This is normally in the store $390, but it's 25% off, so you're getting this for $290. What you're looking at here is sterling silver. You are looking at 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Maltese crosses. And in the center of each, there is a beautiful black spinel. Black spinel is that gorgeous, beautiful, rich black gemstone that gives you a lot of refraction. This is not, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. These are not large black spinels. They're just going to give you that extra little bit of color, that extra little bit of pop. Each one of them in the center of that Maltese cross. Each one of these is connected together, and then it is on this beautiful bracelet. The bracelet does have a bolo closure. What that means to you is that it is going to be very, very simple to get on and off. You just simply slide that bead down, and you can make the bracelet fit you basically at any length that you want. So if you're somebody who loves to have your bracelets a little bit tight, you can absolutely do that just by pushing that bead up a little higher. Or if you wanted to wear it looser, you could absolutely do that. This does go, when this is fully extended, this is a 10.5 inch. So I think if you really wanted to, you could probably wear this as an anklet. And I also want to point out that a lot of times when they do these types of bracelets, at the end of the chain, they usually just do beads. And here you have 2 more Maltese crosses on the end. So that is a little bit of extra design element to it. What you are looking at here is beautiful sterling silver. Sterling silver is 925 parts to every 1,000, so it's very, very pure of silver. Silver is an antimicrobial. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful metal, and it's a naturally white metal. So that beautiful white metal up against those gorgeous rich black spinels would be great. Remember, this is 25% off, so you're able to get this home for $290. I do have a pair of earrings that is coming up next, and I just want to show this to you together so that you can see them, because if you are somebody who likes to have pieces that match together, this would be a great, great piece. Again, but let's concentrate on the bracelet for a second. Again, 10.5 inch in total, which means that this is going to fit almost every wrist size. I have a pretty average men's sized wrist, and I will tell you, it would be very easy for me to get on. And all you need to do to close it is simply put your hands here and hold these two, and then slide that bolo up the bracelet so that it fits you the way you want it to. So you could actually fit it really, really tight and snug, meaning that all of those pieces would literally stay right there face up, and maybe in a particular spot on your wrist. Or if you wanted, you can pull this down and you can actually let it be a little bit loose. As I said, also, I think that you could probably wear this as an anklet if you wanted to do that. Beautiful 5 Maltese crosses, and in the center, I'm hoping you can see them, that gorgeous, gorgeous black spinel. Just a little hint, just a little bit of extra contrast, and it is done on that classic, almost like a Rollo style chain. Very, very beautiful. And again, you can get this home at 25% off, which means that you can get it home for $290. Now I'm going to bring the earrings back in because I'm going to transition into talking about the earrings, and I'm going to put this down. So let me just first do this. I've got my paperwork here. So let's start talking about the earrings. I've got to put this down, and there are the earrings, I think, yes. So the earrings are the exact match. So what you have are, you have 2 beautiful Maltese crosses. These are done with a butterfly back, classic post and butterfly back. And the chain that you're looking at, so classic post and butterfly back, and the chain that you're looking at is simply a decorative feature that gives you a little bit of extra movement, a little bit of extra fun. Beautiful pair of earrings. Now in the store, these are normally $285, but tonight you are going to take 30% off of these, and that brings these down to $199.50. The length on this little drop, if you're interested to find out how long this is 1.5 inches in length, top to bottom. As I said, they are done on that with that post and butterfly closure, a good sized butterfly clasp here, so I want you to see that. And then, of course, that beautiful Maltese cross. Remember, this is the exact match to the bracelet that I was just showing you. So if I've gone too far or you want to find out more about the bracelet, hit that shop button. That shop button will bring up everything in the show, and you will be able to see both of these together. But the earrings are truly elegant. I think that they are just, they've got that little bit of extra movement that I love that when there's movement in an earring, because I think it's beautiful. The other thing is that little bit of extra, that little dangle kind of gives a little bit of extra length to the neck. So if you are somebody who loves the idea of having a longer, leaner neck, this is a great opportunity for you. $199.50, so under $200, you're getting a precious metal home with a gorgeous semi-precious stone, that black spinel that is in the very, very center. So I am going to take these down, and again, I apologize that we are moving a little quickly, but I do want to make sure that you get to see everything in the show. And the next piece in the show truly is a wow. You don't normally see this on these kind of programs. Usually, what you see is are pieces that are very, very like affordable. So you will not see pieces like this. And because these are aspirational pieces, and a lot of people don't realize that. So aspirational pieces can be yours. It can be broken down very, very easily. And they very, very rarely, I think almost never, see a piece like this. If you are somebody who has always coveted the idea of wearing a gorgeous Rolex watch, this is a Rolex. This is not like a Rolex. This is not a fake Rolex. This is a genuine Rolex watch. And what you should also know, it is one of the most fashionable styles. This is called the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust. So this is a current model. What you are also looking at here, and what makes this very current, is this is rose gold here. This is all beautiful rose gold with stainless steel. This has what they call the Oyster bracelet, classic Rolex Oyster bracelet. Remember, this is a genuine Rolex piece. You are looking at rose gold. You are looking at stainless steel. This is a 26 millimeter face. And so what that means to you is that this is a lady style, or it's a style that is a little bit more petite. I don't want to say that it's only a ladies. Some people like to wear smaller watches. Some ladies like to wear larger watches. So it is a 26 millimeter case. This is all original. Now, I know that if there are Rolex collectors out there, a lot of them will say, well, I need to know if it has the box. I need to know if it has the papers. Yes, it has the box. Yes, it has the papers. So, and again, don't forget that you are dealing with a store, a company that has been around for almost a century, built upon integrity, built upon their beautiful reputation, and that is what will make you feel extremely comfortable about this. Again, not a fake Rolex, not something that looks like a Rolex. You are getting a Rolex. Again, 18 karat stainless steel in this beautiful oyster bracelet, the classic dépliant buckle, or sometimes people call them deployment buckle, that goes over like this and it clicks into place. As a matter of fact, I want to show you the marks on the inside. I'm hoping that you can see that this is a genuine piece with genuine marks. This is a water resistant piece. What that means is that this crown actually unscrews, it pops up, and then you can adjust the time, you can adjust the date. But when you want it to be watertight again, you simply push this in and you screw this down. And what this means is that you can literally take this go diving. And that is the beautiful thing about a Rolex watch. Not only that this is a great status symbol, because people really covet Rolex watches, but the fact is that this is a go everywhere, do everything watch. This is a go diving watch. This is a go in the swimming pool watch. This is a go to lunch with your friends watch. This is a dress watch. This is a watch that's going to be perfect if you're dressed up just in jeans and a t-shirt. So it is that go everywhere watch. It does have that modern, beautiful rose gold. This is, by the way, gold, 18 karat yellow gold here, and a beautiful rose gold face. I want you to see how this looks up close. You've got Roman numerals in it. Now, I will tell you that, as I say, if you've coveted Rolex watches, you know that the prices are also crazy on Rolex watches. This is a pre-owned piece. Excellent, excellent condition. What you are looking at here normally is $11,270, but you're taking 25% off, and you are able to get this home for $8,452.50. That is 25% off of the price. An incredible, incredible piece, an incredible opportunity for those people who have really always wanted to enjoy the beauty, the prestige of having a Rolex watch. And as I said, this is not something that you see on these programs on a regular basis. This is something that you see truly when you only go into the store. As a matter of fact, I was traveling recently and I went into a Rolex store, and in the Rolex store, they had all of these great styles. Unfortunately, and you could try them on, but you couldn't buy them because they were so scarce. The store couldn't get them, so they would have to order them for you to get at home. This is going to be yours. You click that right now and you say, you know what, I'm going to take the chance. I know Carroll's Jewelers. I know of the great reputation that they have. I know that this is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I know that this is a phenomenal value at $8,452.50. You get this home, voila, you will get this in the next couple of days. You want it even more quickly, you want to send it via FedEx, simply call them at the store. They are there right now. Speak to Luke, who is producing this show, 954-463-3711. He will definitely take care of you. And of course, this is sizable. So if this is something that needs to fit on a smaller wrist, on a larger wrist, not a problem whatsoever. It is simply easy to be done. I don't know how to do it, but but I do know that it can be done. So a great opportunity for you to own one of those status symbols that I think that is world renowned. It's something that you see somebody with a watch like this and you know that that person has got elegance. You know that that person's got class. You know that that person has spent really a wonderful amount of money. This is an automatic movement. What that means is that this winds as you move. So this is not something where you've got to go and have the battery changed. This movement is a finely calibrated movement. And what that means to you is that when and if something would ever happen to this movement, these are really very carefully on many hand done parts to these movements. So what that means to you is that these movements are not just simply, pop them out and pop in another one and that's done. It means that this watch really is a collector's item piece. Again, it does have the box and paper, so if you are worried about authenticity and you do not know Carroll's Jewelers, this will come with the original box. It will come with the original paperwork. Simply call them in the store, 954-463-3711, because to get a watch like this for $8,452.50 is absolutely an incredible offer. This crystal, by the way, is a sapphire crystal. What that means is that this is scratch resistant. It has a tremendous amount of durability, just like a sapphire. So that sapphire crystal is a 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. So this will be a durable watch. This is a watch that you can wear playing tennis. This is a watch that you can wear when you're in the swimming pool. This is a watch you can wear every single day, and yet it still is elegant. It still is dressy. It still is incredibly fashionable, specifically with that gorgeous 18 karat rose gold here. An incredible opportunity, as I said, for $8,452.50. This is not something you see on a daily basis. So if you are a collector of watches, if you are somebody who has always wanted to have that beautiful prestige of having a Rolex watch, this is definitely a great opportunity for you. And by the way, Don't forget that if you click it and you go and you put it into your shopping basket and you go to check out, the Affirm option will allow you to pay this out over time. So you'll be able to pay this out. You'll be able to wear this watch and enjoy it and love it and get it home and just really, truly, truly enjoy it. And yet you will pay it out over time. So you might have, I don't know how many payments it is, but it might be 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't know how Affirm works, but what you can do is you can literally put it into your shopping basket right now, go to like you're checking out, and then it will tell you exactly what that would be every month. Also, you can call Carroll's Jewelers, 954-463-3711, and speak to them, and who knows? Who knows what you can do? Get this home right away and start enjoying your summer in one of the most prestigious watches that there is out there. A coveted watch, a coveted icon, really, of that elegant life, that elegant country club life. So anyway, I am going to put this down because, as I said, we have a ton of things to go through, and I do want to make sure that I get to everything for you. So the next piece here is a beautiful pair of earrings, and I think that may be it. If not, Luke, I hope that you will chime in and change that for me. But this pair of earrings is truly incredible. If you love drama, if you love that big earring look, if you want to have something that is truly summer-esque but yet still has a gorgeous dressy kind of feel, this is definitely the earring for you. Normally in the store, these are $295. You're going to take 25% off, and this brings that down to $221.25. These are beautiful sterling silver. You have pave here. What you're looking at here, these are from a company or a designer called Belle Étoile. What you're looking at here is that gorgeous sterling silver. The sterling silver, I believe, is platinum plated. And what you're looking at here is cubic zirconia. So you're getting all of that gorgeous icy whiteness of the sterling silver, and you're getting that little bit of extra sparkle. These do have that kind of deco feel. So if you're somebody who loves the idea of deco, that vintage kind of feel, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous pair of earrings. These are done in a huggy style. So you see this ring here. I'm going to put this down and I'm going to take this off so I can show you how this works. This is one of the most fashionable things that designers are doing with earrings. So this is actually on a hoop, but there is a little ring here. So you do not ever need to worry about losing this piece. And from a security standpoint, this is the post that goes through your ear. You are going to push this back up. You are going to hear it click into place. And when you hear it click into place, you are good to go. So an incredible earring. The drop on these is, I wonder if I should show that to you while I have this off. So the drop on here is 1 5/8. So it does have a great amount of length to it. Remember what I said to you earlier. The idea of a longer, leaner neck is really given by the length of the space between the bottom of the earring and your shoulder. So when you are wearing an earring like this, as I said, the drop here is 1 5/8. So you get a tremendous amount of length in your neck here, and that is the illusion that a lot of celebrities love to have. I used to tell celebrities that all the time. By the way, they are 1 inch across. Let me show you that so that you can see how wide they are. Whoops, let me just put this over here so that you can see. There you go. 1 inch in width, and again, 1 5/8 inch in 1 5/8 inches in length. Sterling silver. As I said, this is a naturally white metal, and what you're looking at here is, look at this gorgeous design, that swirl design. Again, very, very reminiscent of the Deco period. You've got cubic zirconia here, so that's going to give you a little bit of sparkle if you want that drama. You've got all of those gorgeous circles, and of course this is a motif that goes through this entire thing, this repetitive pattern, and that's actually what was the Deco period was known for, is that repetitive geometric patterns that were repeated and repeated throughout. So you have that circle, whether it is the half circle here that is coated with cubic zirconia, or that full circle, or the full circle here, or the full circle here, or the full circle there. So it is that gorgeous repetitive pattern. I'm going to turn these to the back so that you can see that this pattern goes all the way through. The back is beautifully done, highly polished, a very, very elegant pair of earrings. And I think it's just one of those earrings that would be also like a go everywhere pair of earrings. Summer, fun, elegant, and yet I think they would be equally at home with just, you know, a casual t-shirt and a pair of jeans, or a little casual skirt. Again, 25% off this, so you're getting these for just over $200, $221.25. And this is, again, an incredible opportunity for you to have a great pair of earrings that I think is going to be that go everywhere earring, that thing that's going to go with everything. So I am going to put these down, and we are going to move to something that is truly like a magnificent, magnificent opportunity for you tonight. Now, if you are not familiar with lab-grown diamonds, what you should know is that diamonds, because of technology, diamonds can be made in the lab. So what you're looking at here is not a diamond simulant. This is not looks like a diamond. This is a diamond. The difference is that this diamond was grown in a lab. It has all of the chemical properties, all of the physical properties, and all of the properties that a diamond has. The only point of difference is its point of origin. So while some of them were mined from the earth, this particular one was made in the lab. Again, totally the same chemical composition, and cut the same way, set the same way, treated exactly the same way. What you're looking at here is this gorgeous radiant kind of cushion cut. This is 4 carats and 6 points. This is E in color. E in color, it's D, E, F are the top 3 color grades when it comes to diamonds. You're looking at E in color, and you are looking at VVS2. VVS, again, is one of the top grades, means very, very slightly included. 4 carats, 6 points, E color, VVS2. It is also surrounded shouldered by 2 other lab-grown diamonds. These are 36 points total weight. These are F and G in color and VS in clarity. Now the ring is a size 6. If you needed this in a different size, this would make the most stunning engagement ring. How many people would love to have a diamond that is literally over a carat? Now, over 2 jumps up, over 3 jumps up, over 4 jumps up. It's rarer and rarer and rarer to get the larger sizes. You are looking at 4 carats in the center, 36 points on the side. And look at the color, look at the sparkle and brilliance that you're getting out of here. Remember, what you are looking at here is a diamond. The difference is that this was not mined from the earth. This was grown in a lab. All of the same physical properties, all of the same chemical properties, all of the same optical qualities. It has been cut the same. It has been faceted the same. It has been polished the same. It has been set the same. It has been set in that classic look, 14 karat yellow gold. Look at the sparkle, look at the brilliance, look at the fire that you're getting from this piece, because you are looking at a diamond. You are looking at a diamond that was grown in the lab. By the way, what happens is that due to technology, they have found a way to recreate all of the conditions that the earth creates. And that's what allowed them to finally be able to grow a diamond crystal. So you are, again, looking at the same chemical composition. This is a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. You are looking at the same physical characteristics. You are looking at the same optical characteristics. And this particular one is E in color, which is, again, top color grade, and it is VVS2 in clarity. 4 carats, 6 points. How many times do you think that you will see a 4-carat diamond? I also love the way this is set. This is set so classically in that north-south orientation, which means it is longer from the knuckle to the end of the finger. It is that classic engagement ring style. However, I think that this would be equally at home if somebody wanted to use this as a right-hand ring. You know, the right hand, your left hand is for somebody else, your right hand is for you. So if you said, hey, you know what? I just got that new promotion. I just got that gorgeous, I just completed this wonderful course. Whatever it is, this would be a great right-hand piece. But it would make an equally great engagement ring because, again, you are looking at a diamond here. Cushion cut, this is a lab-grown diamond. It is set into 14-karat yellow gold. So look at the color. Let me get my face out of there. Now you can really, really see. Look at how that stone absolutely blazes. This is truly an incredible piece. And also, if you are somebody who said, you know what, perhaps when we got engaged for the first time, we didn't have the money to spend on a ring that I would have liked. But maybe we needed that money for a house. Maybe we needed that money for a down payment. Maybe we needed a car. Maybe we needed some furniture. And now you have the opportunity to get this. Normally, this is $6,100, but you're taking 15% off, $5,185. I am going to tell you quite seriously, if you looked for a 4-carat mined from the earth diamond, you would be spending significantly more than $5,185, especially for a 4-carat diamond in the center. Because, as I said earlier, when you get to that 1-carat mark, it jumps. When you get to that 2-carat mark, it jumps even higher. When you get to that 3-carat mark, it jumps even higher. And finally, when you get to that 4-carat mark, it jumps even higher. So this is something truly rare, truly beautiful. $5,185. You may not have had this when you first got married, but they might have it now. And this would be a perfect opportunity to take advantage of that and get the ring that you really wanted, the ring of your dreams that you couldn't necessarily have when you first got married. Truly a beautiful piece. As I said, $5,185. You've got that 4-carat center. You then also have 36 points on either side in 2 beautiful pairs. This is a classic style mounting in 14-karat yellow gold. Look at how it sits up, beautifully done. And again, look at those pairs on either side. I am going to put this down, but do not miss out on this. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to get that ring of your dreams that you may not have been able to afford when you first got married, but you might be able to afford now. Or it's just your right-hand ring and say, hey, you know what? I deserve it. This is the ring that I really need to have. So let's move on to the next piece, which is a beautiful pendant. This next piece also contains lab-grown diamonds. They are smaller, obviously, and there they are. You are looking at a beautiful sterling silver piece that has been generously coated in 14-karat yellow gold. In the store, this is $330. You're taking 25% off the tonight, so you're getting this home for $247.50. I wanted to show you this whole piece. Beautiful pendant. Look at this. There are the lab-grown diamonds in the inner ring. Generous plated 14-karat gold over the top. The chain on this is 19.5 inches in length. You do have this beautiful extender. What that means to you is that you will be able to adjust exactly where you wanted to put this. So every time you put on a blouse, every time you put on a shirt, those buttons are in different spots. So if you needed this to be a little higher, simply take that lobster claw clasp, a good sized lobster claw clasp, and you can put it on any of these rings, and that will allow you to put it directly at the point in the neck that is going to be perfect for any kind of an opening. 19.5 inches is the length of that chain, As I said, it is sterling silver plated with 14 karat gold, and then you have lab-grown diamonds on this inner ring. You've got this beautiful color of that gorgeous gold. Gold is all you see. Gold is all that is touching your skin. Underneath, you get the quality of sterling silver, which is a beautiful metal, specifically when you plate over the top of it, because it keeps the gold truly beautiful without having any of its color changed. 25% off the original price of $330. So tonight you're getting this home for $247.50. A wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I am going to put this down. As I said, I apologize if I am going too fast, or I'm going faster tonight than I normally go. But the reality is, I'm coming back from the holidays. We wanted to make sure that we got everything in so that you got a full roster of things that you might have missed. So now I'm going to take this down, and we're going to talk about probably the quintessential summer symbol. And that is the dragonfly. And we are going back to the beginning of the show. Remember, I showed this to you at the beginning of the show. Magnificent, magnificent, beautiful necklace for $15,912, all done in 18 karat gold. Here you have also turquoise done in the wings of this beautiful dragonfly. This is all turquoise that you're seeing done here. It is beautifully bezel set into these wings. These are 14 karat gold. In the store, this is normally $1,197. You're taking 20% off this evening, so $957.60 gets this home. Remember that turquoise is one of the oldest gemstones known to man. It is a gemstone that has been prized since the days of the pharaohs, the days of the Aztecs. It is a gemstone that people absolutely incredibly love. And I just think it's the perfect gemstone for summer. Nothing beats that gorgeous turquoise and white combination. Actually, it even goes well with blue. I love that kind of tone-on-tone look. But that turquoise and white combination is truly, truly incredible. The dragonfly earrings are 1 1/4 inch in drop. So let me just show that to you. 1 1/4 inch. That means they are going to hang off of the ear, and they are done with this kind of the terminology has just gone out of my mind. This is not a lever back. This is a fishhook style back. You know, the problem is that when you start to go down a road, especially when you're live like this, you start to go down a road and you're like, forgot that word. Anyway, that fishhook style back, I want to show you the back of these earrings so that you can see how that turquoise is set. Beautifully done. Now, the dragonfly is that quintessential symbol of summer. It is one of those things that you really don't see in any other season. You really only see them in the summer. You are looking at great 8 beautiful natural turquoise inlays. This is all done in 14 karat yellow gold. Again, under $1,000, $957.60. And in case I didn't mention this before, which I think I did, that turquoise is the birthstone for December. So if you have someone who was born in December, you want to give them a little summer surprise, this is the perfect thing to do. You know, so many people, when they receive a gift, one of the things that they do is I've done some research in this, and that people really do hope for things that are more personal. And what that means is that they are birthstones, that there's, so they want to have something with their birthstone because it really is kind of personal to them. So if you know someone who is born in December, somebody who you think really deserves something gorgeous, this would be a great, great piece. There are 6 points of natural diamonds here in the body of that dragonfly. I'm hoping that you can see that. Maybe I can catch that. So you have 6 points of natural diamonds. That would be like 3 points in each ear. Again, that gorgeous, gorgeous fishhook style back, which is going to make it very, very simple. All you really need to do is pick it up, drop it in the ear, and there you go. I did show you the length on this. The length is 1 1/4 inches. But to give you some idea, there is, by the way, there's also a complete left and right. So these could be facing out from the face or facing in from the face, whatever you desire. And there you go, hanging off the ear, a truly beautiful, beautiful pair of earrings. 14 karat yellow gold, 8 beautiful pieces of turquoise that are inlaid there. Less than $1,000, $957.60. This would be an incredible, incredible gift. By the way, as I said, don't forget, put it into your shopping basket, hit the affirm option. When you go to checkout, it'll allow you to spread this out over time. So you'll be able to start enjoying these right now in the summer, and you won't have to pay for it until months and months and months, where you will be paying for it over time. I am going to put these down and move on to the final, oh no, we've got 2 things in the show. As I said, there's a lot of stuff to go through. So, if you do love that summer dressing, that beautiful kind of boho chic style, this is a great bracelet done with this beautiful woven leather. And then you have great beads here. The bracelet itself is 7.5 inches. Very simple to do. Also, specifically if you are at home by yourself and you don't have somebody to help you, how simple is this? This is working on a magnet system. So you just simply pull it apart, put it over your wrist, and literally put it together. It is so incredibly, incredibly simple. I love these beads because they are all different colors. It is going to give you that kind of gorgeous rainbow effect. It's going to go with every single thing. So if you are thinking to yourself, you know, I want a bracelet that I can wear all of the time, this is going to go with pretty much everything that you have in your wardrobe. Oh, this gorgeous kind of like a carnelian here. You've got this almost like a Mexican opal looking here, tiger eye, turquoise, beautiful, kind of like a blue, like a lapis, and then almost like that kind of amethyst style. 2 gorgeous caps, woven leather here. This is the least expensive piece in the show because you are going to be able to get this home for $30. By the way, that is 50% off of the regular price. The regular price here is $60. So you're going to get this home for $30. Again, look at the ease. You just open this up with this magnetic clasp, put this over your wrist, and you'll actually see, if you can, that these will be drawn to each other. I think they will be. There we go. And there they are, drawn to each other. So it's not something that you will really have to worry about in terms of having somebody come and help you. This is a strong magnet too, because this is not something that is easily on and off. Thank you, Luke. I think Luke just changed the piece. I was a little confused. So anyway, Luke changed it. And so if you want more information about this, hit this over my head, and then you'll be able to go to the website and you'll be able to see more about this. Remember, $30 gets this home, so that's 50% off of the regular price. That true great bracelet that is going to be an everyday bracelet, very easy on and off. As I said, that magnetic clasp, very, very strong, works beautifully. And of course, you've got all of these gorgeous colors. So if you are a fan of color, if you're a fan of a rainbow, this would be a beautiful piece for you to have. I am going to put this down, and this is literally the last piece of the show. So the last piece of the show, we are going back to the turquoise. Remember, this was the piece I started off the show with. I've shown you several pieces of turquoise, including this gorgeous estate ring. By the way, under $1,000 gets this home. Really a beautiful piece. And again, done in 18 karat gold. You'll be able to size this very easily. Just simply call them at the store, 954-463-3711, and they'll give you all the details. I haven't. Or what you can do is you can... Luke just put that up just in case you wanted to see that one last time. But we are going to move on to the last piece of the show, which is a pair of turquoise earrings. Now, look at these. By the way, I'm going to bring these back in again. Look at this gorgeous combination. Now, these earrings What you are looking at here is a gorgeous starfish on the top, and this is turquoise. This is a composite turquoise, so it's a reconstructed turquoise where they take turquoise and they put it together to create these two beautiful beads. In the store, this is $2,160. 25% off this evening brings that down to $1,620. You've got 14 karat white gold here. You have 36 natural diamonds that equal 22 points. I'm going to see if I can't give you a little bit of sparkle here, done in that starfish kind of motif. That starfish motif is truly, I think, one of the quintessential symbols of summer. Remember that turquoise is a 5 to 6 on the Mohs hardness scale. It is the birthstone for December, but nothing really epitomizes summer more than that gorgeous, gorgeous turquoise color, specifically turquoise and white. But as I'm discovering this evening, turquoise and blue looks absolutely incredible together. But that turquoise and white truly is that gorgeous, gorgeous summer color. $1,620. You are looking at 14 karat white gold. You are looking at 35 3/4 carats of turquoise and 36 natural diamonds at 22 points in total. The drop on this is 1 1/4 inches. There we go. 1 1/4 inches, top to bottom. Again, it's going to give you that gorgeous little bit of extra movement. I think I like them because they have that, they are serious without being serious. What I mean by that is that they are a substantial size. They are incredibly beautiful, but because they have that starfish motif and they've got that gorgeous turquoise, I think this is a great combination. 1 1/4 inch drop. Again, 25% off the regular price here gets these home for $1,620. Incredible, incredible piece. So if you love the summer, if you love all of the great things that go with the summer, starfish, turquoise, all of those beautiful things, then you have been in luck tonight. We had so many great pieces, so many great savings. Thank you for being with me this evening. I'm glad that we are back from vacation. I hope that you have enjoyed this evening, enjoyed a fabulous show. I hope you take advantage of some of the great values, and we'll be back next Thursday. Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye.